seen the outrageous headlines, zombie-like behavior.
Zombies. Today, they're everywhere. But have you ever asked yourself, where did they come from? They are derived from Haitian folklore. A zondai, zombie as we know them to be, is an animated corpse raised by magical means such as witchcraft. The Haitian zombie phenomena first attracted widespread international attention during the United States occupation of Haiti. The concept started to take hold in America as early as the first release of the 1929 novel, The Magic Island by William Seabrook. In 1932, the first feature-length zombie film was released, White Zombie, starring Bela Lugosi. White Zombie is considered to be the archetype and model of all zombie movies to come. A new version of the zombie, distinct from that described in Haitian religion, has also emerged in popular culture in recent decades. This zombie is taken largely from George A. Romero's seminal film, Night of the Living Dead. It was George Romero's introduction of the flesh and brain-eating monsters that made a lasting and disturbing impression on the American moviegoer. Ever since, America has embraced this mythical creature. That allowed Romero to build an entire zombie franchise that spawned other popular films, such as Army of Darkness, 28 Days Later, and a wildly successful video game and film franchise, Resident Evil. Potshots have successfully been taken at this genre by the likes of films such as Shaun of the Dead and most recently Zombieland. But no one could have predicted the monumental shot in the arm a little-known black and white post-apocalyptic horror comic book series could have made on this genre. In 2010, AMC picked up the rights to the comics and debuted the TV series The Walking Dead to a record-breaking amount of viewers, making it the most watched drama series telecast in basic cable history. And then there are these guys, hardcore fans of The Walking Dead comics and the AMC series. James and Eric decided to do something about their passion for the franchise. It was after touring the set of The Walking Dead, located in Sonoya, Georgia, that they were so inspired they decided to start a podcast called Walker Stalkers, which reached the #2 position of all podcasts in the TV and film category on iTunes in March of 2013. The madness did not stop there. The idea of the first convention surrounding this infectious zombie craze and the Walking Dead franchise was born. A Kickstarter campaign was launched, the fans replied, and the rest is history. You are watching the Concentrics Show, and this is the Walker Stalker Con. All across America, beneath our seemingly normal society, there exists an underground world of extreme fandom. Nerds, geeks, artists and freaks, performers, professionals, and eccentrics. These fans of the obscure gather at conventions to meet and to educate, but most of all, to celebrate. This is my world, and these are my people. This episode, we take you to Walker Stalker Con. The next stop for the Concentrics Show is Atlanta, Georgia, where over a 3-day weekend, more than 10,000 horror and Walking Dead fans descend on the Atlanta Convention Center at the America's Mart for the first ever Walker Stalker Con. The Concentrics Show is excited to cover its second horror con. The first was Days of the Dead back in 2012. That was Atlanta's first inaugural horror con, lured to the South by none other than Atlanta's horror icon, Circus Envy. The Walker Stalker Con is also a first. This is their maiden launch, and we must say, for a first-year con, this looks pretty amazing. There is everything here for the horror fan. More importantly, if you are a fan of zombies or The Walking Dead, you are in the right place. It's a smorgasbord of gore, fashion, the strange and unusual, FX makeup, panels galore, photo ops, creepy crawlers, and things that slither. Autographs from over 40 celebrity guests. The list is endless. There's nearly 100 vendor booths that range from comics and toy collectibles to an on-site tattoo shop for a more permanent souvenir. Top it all off, a Saturday night party called the Zombie Bash. As we explored the vendor area, we kept hearing the ongoing muttering of a zombie cake dive. We had no idea what that was, so we set out to investigate what exactly a zombie cake dive was.
Hey y'all, this is Lou Temple. You know me as Axel from The Walking Dead, and you're watching Concentric. Keep watching. Follow me.
You are watching The Concentrics Show. This show is made possible by the donations of viewers like you and sponsors like Abundant Grounds Cafe, located in Kennesaw, Georgia, giving coffee, good conversation, and culture back to the community we serve. We last left you with our investigation of what all the hoopla was surrounding this so-called zombie cake dive. We must admit, when our crew stumbled across this cake, they witnessed a frenzied-like attention by con attendees clamoring to participate in this event. The cause was noble. The concept was genius. The brainchild of Eric and Patty of Mimi's Treat Boutique, and Laura Richter, founder of Friends and Fans for St. Jude. These three forces joined together to create the first ever zombie cake dive.
My name's Patty Waller, Mimi's Treat Boutique.
And my name's Eric Waller.
Our company has been open for 2 years. We are a custom cake bakery and gourmet cupcake shop. We offer all kinds of custom cakes, from birthday cakes to wedding cakes to life-size zombie cakes.
In 2006, I started a volunteer organization called Friends and Fans for St. Jude in Central Illinois. Since then, we've been holding fundraising events throughout the country to raise money for the Children's Hospital. We're here at Walker Stalker Convention, actually spreading the word of St. Jude, raising money and raising awareness for the hospital. What we did today was very special, very historical, in that we had the first ever zombie cake dive. So basically how that worked is, for everyone that donated $5 to St. Jude, we had a drawing with 12 people being selected, and those 12 people were able to jump into a life-size zombie cake, tear it apart for prizes, and all of them won prizes.
In order to put together a life-size zombie cake, we utilized 40 cakes. It was 36 quarter sheet cakes, 2 8-inch round cakes, and 2 6-inch round cakes. We also used 40 pounds of buttercream frosting and 40 pounds of fondant icing. The cake, if we fed everybody at the convention, we could feed approximately 1,500 people. The cake weighed approximately
250 to 275.
Yeah, and from the tip of the toe to the fingertip was 7 foot long. And also, we drove this cake 11 hours from Illinois
To Atlanta.
and to put the cake together from start to finish, it was probably about 24 hours worth of work.
And on our way down, the head rolled off.
We will be back after these messages. You are watching The Concentrics Show. This show is made possible by the donations of viewers like you and sponsors like Anderson Taylor, the very best in mobile and cloud application developers who specialize in your success. Back in Atlanta at the first ever Walker Stalker Con, among the fans, vendors, panels, and celebrities, our crew had found a unique story illustrating a great cause that is taking these con-goers by storm. Donations are at a frenzied pace. It seems that everyone wants to give in to their inner zombie and dive into this cake and devour it for its prizes. The Concentrics Show will get back to them in just a moment. But first, back to the vending area. It was simply amazing and had so much to offer to even the most discriminating horror fan. A great example of that was this guy. Let's hear from Doug and his girl Sally.
Hi everybody, Doug Schaefer here with VFX Creative Studios at the Walker Stalker Con. We make attack line zombie puppets that you wear and scare. We do a lot of special effects for TVs and movies, St. Louis area actually, but we do these great puppets here where you might have seen a video of them with full-size zombie. We call her Sally. This is Psycho, her brother. He's a clown. But we hand make all these. We have our own molds. We sculpt from start to finish every piece and part you see. Foam hands, latex heads, glass eyes, and a sound system, electronics built in the USA. So he finds that funny, but you know, made in the USA is pretty rare to find. We got our Sally sitting down over here right now, but we make costume pieces. We got a back here that's on one of our zombies, but you can buy that as a costume piece. We do custom work for haunted houses too. This year we actually got about 9 different Six Flags, picked up our props this year. Singapore, Universal Studios had it, a couple other theme parks, stuff like that. So they're pretty high-end props, really nice. We got a lot of home haunts. If you're in the Atlanta area, Netherworld has them, which is really cool. But yeah, check us out, VFX Creative Studios at vfxcreates.com. I'm Doug Schaefer for VFX Creative Studios here at Walker Stalker Con.
We are back at the Friends and Fans for St. Jude's sponsored cake dive. They are only moments away from drawing the lucky winners who will get their chance at diving into that life-size zombie cake for one-of-a-kind Walking Dead prizes.
Okay, we got 2 minutes left to buy your tickets for the zombie dive. 2 minutes.
Tension builds as congoers scramble to give their donations in time to have a chance at this historical cake dive.
Who is she? Bicycle girl. She's actually got a couple of items that she has autographed for us that are up here. So thank you.
Enjoy. Thank you.
I am actually a fan of The Walking Dead, and I've been privileged through my work with St. Jude to meet many of the cast members as well as the extras who are walkers on the set of the show. One of those individuals is Michelle Helmetzi. We met each other. She actually was an extra on the set. She volunteered or recommended our organization to be here today. So what I did is I partnered with my friends Eric and Patty Waller with Mimi's Cake Boutique, and they crafted a life-size zombie cake that we used in the first ever historical zombie cake dive. What we did is we took this cake, we put 12 bone cards in it, each had a corresponding number. 12 lucky participants got to dive into the cake for prizes. The prizes ranged from autographed items donated by celebrities here at the Walker Stalker Convention to some things that dealt specifically with the show. For example, we had the 3rd season DVD set of The Walking Dead that had the miniature aquariums with floating heads that you would have seen in the governor's bedroom. So that was very, very cool. We had a calendar that was autographed by Norman Reedus. We had the sheriff's hat that was autographed by Andrew Lincoln and Chandler Riggs. So the prizes were great. We're so happy to be here. The support that has been given to me and my volunteers with St. Jude is awesome. And I really want to thank the Walker Stalker Convention members, their staff, their volunteers, and especially all the celebrities who supported St. Jude through my organization. And as I mentioned, the support that we receive from the celebrities here has been phenomenal. I mean, individuals, as soon as they hear that we're doing something for St. Jude, are willing to be part of it. For example, Chad Coleman, who played Tyrese in The Walking Dead, came and joined us and actually pulled all the numbers of all the winners today. So very privileged to have him involved in it.
We have Mr. Chad Coleman making the drawing for us. Okay, next winner is Brady Truelove. Okay, next one is Neil Pullett. Neil! Signed at 637-2134.
What do you think it is?
Oh, we got one over here!
The final 12 have been chosen, and the stage has been set. We will return to the first ever zombie cake dive in just a moment. Coming up on the Concentrics Show, the first ever Walker Stalker costume contest and the Saturday night zombie bash. But first, the most permanent souvenir any con goer can get. The latest craze to hit cons these days is the art of tattooing, and Ink Fusion Empire is setting the standards.
Hey everybody, this is Marc Draven. We're down here at the Walker Stalker Convention in Atlanta, Georgia. We're bringing Ink Fusion. Ink Fusion is basically where the worlds of pop culture and tattooing collide. We're a now international brand. We take the tattoo pavilions to the entertainment cons. So Comic-Cons, New York Comic-Con, C2E2, Star Wars Celebration, Horror Hound, MegaCon. What I do is I orchestrate and coordinate the tattoo events to where the tattoo artists come in from all over the world. We're all licensed, certified, inspected by the Board of Health, certified in bloodborne pathogens, CPR, and first aid. We also have a good mix of traditional artists, photorealistic, portrait artists. That way that the fans can come and get a good mix of every type of artist that there is to choose from. They can pick and choose. It's like the Baskin-Robbins of tattoo artists. You got the 32 different flavors. So we're here to satisfy the needs of the fans that may not walk into the shops. So we're walking into your backyard instead of you having to walk into ours.
Hey, I'm Brian Stringer. I'm out of Norfolk, Virginia. I'm a tattooer. I've been tattooing for 18 years now. I'm a big comic book collector and art collector, and I like doing comic book style tattooing, and The Walking Dead I've been reading that since it was a comic for years. For the last 6 years or so, I've been doing these comic and horror and different types of conventions other than just tattoo conventions. It's cool doing these kind of shows and getting to meet some of the actors and hang out with the fans, and it's a good time.
How you doing? My name is Eugene Clark. I play Big Daddy in George A. Romero's Land of the Dead. You're watching the Concentrics Show.
It's been a wild 2 days. This cake has made a mighty impression on these con goers. In turn, they have reached out to a worthy cause. The response from these fans has been overwhelming. The contributions from the celebrities has been above and beyond anyone's expectations. In the fleeting moments before the first ever zombie cake dive, our crew caught up with some of the contestants to see if and what their strategies might be for this historical cake dive.
Alright, do you have any strategies you got up your sleeve for this thing?
Just find the winning one.
Yeah, alright. You have any strategy you're gonna do?
I'm just gonna get in there and mess that thing up.
Mess it up. Alright, man. How about you, sir? Do you have any strategies going into this thing?
Go hard, go deep, go hard, go live.
Alright, then.
Who in this audience is a Walking Dead fan? Okay, do you see how quickly, when somebody gets bitten, that they can turn? They're going to go through this cake like crazy. They're looking for a little bone, okay? A little bone with a number on it. They don't even know what that number is going to correspond. We have the secret prize list. They know the prizes. I want to thank you on behalf of St. Jude. I want to thank you for caring about children with cancer. It means a lot to me. So thanks, everybody. Have fun watching.
Give a round of applause. Come on.
Yeah, we want you guys to like...
Yeah, make some grunting noise.
Mind your inner zombie. We ready?
Alright, guys, good luck.
They're coming. You gotta get into the zombies. Like I said, you don't have to headbutt each other because there's enough cards in here for everybody. And every card's a prize. Alright? On your mark. This is it.
took, what, about 10 seconds?
Yeah. Cake-filled hands.
Hand rub somewhere on the page.
Well, considering this was our first ever zombie dive, I thought the experience went really well. A lot of the participants came up to me and told me how much fun it was and thanked me immensely. Not only was it a great fundraising event, we made a lot of money for St. Jude, but I really think the people enjoyed getting down and getting dirty and finding their inner zombie.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't believe how fast it crumbled. I mean, it was a shell, and then the next thing you know, it just like disintegrated as people were digging through it. I guess it's beyond the eyes when it's not looking like a zombie. They'll actually eat it after that. So
that's the biggest compliment of them all. When it was looking like that, people were still dominating.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was excellent.
Yeah.
I am Zoltar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
If Zoltar could predict this con's future, it would be to prosper and multiply. This was one of the best debuts of a first-year con this show has ever seen. And prosper and multiply is exactly what they have done. The Walker Stalker Con has since expanded into 7 states. New York, San Francisco, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Orlando, and Boston, and is threatening to go international in 2015 for the first ever Walker Stalker Con Paris. No con would be complete without a party. Join the Concentrics Show as we attend the Saturday night costume contest and zombie bash.
Results of mass hysteria. This is the latest disclosure in the report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. Widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the undead are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
Everybody dance like a zombie. I don't give a damn about your auntie. Walk around, arms out, dance like a zombie. Fresh kicks, side chicks, they upon me. And they about to want me. Walk around, head down, acting like they're hungry. And they about to love me. Yeah, get to dance like a zombie. Everybody dance like a zombie. Everybody dance like a zombie. Everybody dance like a zombie. Walk around, arms out, dance like a zombie. Get to dance like a zombie. Get to dance like a zombie. Get to dance like a zombie. Everybody dance like a zombie.
Who's ready for a costume contest? First, please make some noise for James and Eric for putting Walker Stalker Con on in Atlanta. Yes! Thank all of you for being here and being a part of this. The costume contest is going to be judged by Yulin, costume designer for The Walking Dead. We got some great prizes. First place is going to get 2 VIP tickets to next year's convention and $250 worth of autographs. Plus, we got some stuff from Studio Z and Dead Buried and Back. You said next year's convention? I think so, yeah? That means we're going to do this again! Hello! Come on, make some noise. There's people upstairs sleeping. Yeah! All right, let's have our first contestant. Come on up. All right, next.
continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, whatever cause, they come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation.
Brains! Everybody dance like a zombie. Dance, dance, dance like a zombie. Everybody dance like a zombie. Walk around, arms out, dance like a zombie. Everybody dance like a zombie. Dance, dance, dance like a zombie. Everybody dance like a zombie. Yeah, get to dance like a zombie.
Join us next time on the Concentrics Show for the Walking Dead Escape. Brought to you by Skybound Entertainment. A critically acclaimed zombie run. It's the ultimate Walking Dead interactive fan experience.